Monaco, famously known as The Rock, is a tiny country within southern France. It's the second smallest country in the world after the Vatican. Despite being only 2 square kilometers in size, the country is packed with over 39,000 people. This makes it one of the most densely populated places on Earth. That's a population density of about 19,500 people per square kilometer. If you think about a place like New York City, which is known for being densely populated, it has a population density of around 10,800 people per square kilometer. So Monaco has nearly twice the population density of New York City, all packed into a space smaller than Central Park. And that's exactly why Monaco has started building into the Mediterranean Sea. The effort to expand Monaco's coastline began way back in 1907. One of the first major projects was the development of the Fontvieille district between 1966 and 1973. These projects have added more than 50 hectares of land in total, which is about 25% of Monaco's current size. This drive to reclaim land from the sea has put Monaco in the same league like Singapore, known for its massive land reclamation efforts. Over nearly half a century, Singapore has added more than 147 square kilometers of land, which is almost a quarter of its current area. Meanwhile, in Europe, the Netherlands has been the front-runner in reclaiming land. Through a network of polders, the Dutch have prevented about 2/3 of their country from being underwater. However, Monaco's push to gain more land from the sea has paused over the last 20 years. The last big construction Monaco saw was back in 2002, when they built a massive 3.7-hectare semi-floating breakwater to protect Port Hercule, which is the main harbour. A few years later, in 2005, Albert II stepped up as Prince of Monaco after his father, Prince Rainier III, passed away. But it wasn't until a decade later, in 2015, that he kicked off his first major project called Matterterra. It's located right in the middle of Monaco, tucked between Port Hercule and Lavoto Beach. This new area is going to have some amazing views, especially of the Grimaldi Forum, which is getting a huge 6,000 square meter addition. The scale of Matterterra is something else. It's going to add 6 hectares to Monaco's size and cost a massive $2.1 billion. The construction site is buzzing with activity, with around 2,300 workers and nearly 300 companies, including big names like Bouygues and Eiffage. And they're really focusing on making everything eco-friendly. Before they even started building, they cleaned up the seabed and relocated the Posidonia seagrass to nearby areas. The design of the new space itself is also thoughtful. It's curved to align with the natural sea currents next to Monaco, helping to minimize environmental disruption. The construction materials chosen are also aimed at keeping environmental costs low. For example, the wave-breaking concrete caissons used in the construction are designed to encourage algae growth. These caissons were placed atop a giant underwater embankment, stretching nearly 500 meters long and sitting 20 to 50 meters below the surface. This wall, built from huge amounts of local rock, was laid on the seabed by a special boat. The construction of the caisson belt wrapped up in July 2019. This wall does more than just mark the area. It has special sections and paths that make it a safe place for fish to live. After the wall was set up, the team started working on the foundation by spreading out material from quarries to prepare for the new buildings. Once the district is ready, it's going to be very green. About 800 trees will be planted, covering 40% of the area. The buildings and other facilities will also use a lot of solar power. Moreover, they're planning to reuse half of the rainwater they collect, making the district more environmentally friendly. This seaward extension is also engineered with serious precautions against flooding, especially important given rising sea levels. The design includes the lowest construction levels, the second basements, being elevated 2 meters above sea level, while the first residential floors will sit 7 meters above, surpassing standard safety recommendations. As of last year, this makes the new islet significantly safer from flood risks than 99% of the surrounding coastline. On these 6 hectares, luxury homes are set to rise, including 130 apartments, 10 villas, and 4 townhouses, all crafted by leading global architects. The project also includes the construction of 4 apartment buildings and 10 single-family homes. Renzo, a globally acclaimed architect known for designing the Centre Pompidou in Paris, has lent his expertise to the Monaco project as well. He crafted an 18-story building called the Renzo, which houses apartments and a seawater swimming pool named Piscine Princesse Charlène. The building also features special installations that are said to capture the essence of the Mediterranean. Renzo Piano's touch can also be seen in the large white air vents spread out over the 6-hectare area. These vents look like the ones near the Centre Pompidou in Paris, showing how his style continues to shape the area after he worked on updating the Lorotto district. According to Le Figaro, 3 other famous architects are also part of this project. Tadao Ando, a well-known Japanese architect, designed 2 of the 10 villas being built. He's famous for his work on the Camus 2 houses at the François Pinault Art Foundation in Paris. Another villa will be designed by Norman Foster, famous for his creations like the Milan Viaduct in France and London's 30 St Mary Axe, commonly known as the Gherkin. Lastly, Stefano Boeri, known for his green and vertical forest buildings in Milan, will also design a villa. This lineup of architectural giants ensures that these properties will be exclusive and, as expected in Monaco, incredibly pricey. Monaco holds the world record for the most expensive real estate, with prices averaging $54,000 per square meter and, in some cases, skyrocketing to over $129,000 per square meter. For comparison, the average in Paris is around $12,000. No sales prices have been disclosed yet, but with the smallest apartments starting at 300 square meters and villas going beyond 2,000 square meters, these properties are likely to fetch tens of millions of euros. Despite the high prices, the new properties in Monaco are proving irresistible. Almost all the units have been sold out already. The development team, led by landscape architect Michel Devine, is creating several public areas filled with greenery. Highlights include a pine forest and a vast hillside park, offering a slice of nature in the heart of the city. One of the standout features will be the Promenade du Prince Jacques, named after the young Crown Prince. This 500-meter-long walkway will pick up where the Lorotto Promenade leaves off, providing a scenic path that connects directly to the Mediterranean. Right by the promenade, you'll find Le Petit Portier, a charming small marina with space for 15 boats at the foot of the Lorenzo residence. Nearby, the Plu Gabriella Square, named after the prince's twin sister, will offer a refreshing spot with 4 fountains and serve as a key entry point to this largely pedestrian area, complete with 4,000 square meters of new shops. What's also impressive about this project is its timeline. Construction projects typically run late, but this one is speeding ahead with completion expected in November 2024, which is 8 months ahead of schedule. So what will this mean for Monaco and its residents? Could this be a model for sustainable urban expansion? Or will it just be another playground for the ultra-rich? Let us know your thoughts in the comments, and be sure to subscribe to Ultimate Mega Builds for more fascinating mega project videos. We'll be back soon.